Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club. Here we are, guys, coming to you with a Week 1 NFL main slate video. And that's right, you know who this is. This is Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club, my co-host, guys. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. Say hi, Schroeder. He said hi. Hi, everybody. I don't know why he's looking up, but yeah, guys, if you can, channel's been blowing up. Again, thank you guys so much. Schroeder's the real star of the show, let's face it. But yeah, MLB was good today. Pitching was horrible, like I said it would be, and that's pretty much how it went. But we're ready for some football. Week 1. Let's get into this, guys. Schroeder, are we clear for hyperdrive? Strap yourselves in, guys, because here we go. All right, guys, we made it. Woo, we made it. So, first of all, before we get into it, guys, this is my home. Let me pull it up here. This is the DFSclub.com, guys, DFSclub.com, where you get 2 providers in one now. We're the cheapest in the business, and you get every single sport known to man, woman, and feline kind, guys. You get lineups, ownership, projections, the members-only podcast exclusively to the members 1 hour before lock with DFS Space, myself, LT will probably drop in. You name it, guys, we got you. NBA starts up next month, guys. We got NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, guys, college sports, EuroLeague basketball, you name it, we got it. Click join now. It's very easy, very simple. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and this gets you all access to the Discord, to everything I just named. $14.99 a month. Nobody comes close. And shop around, please. I insist. Please shop around. And you get every single sport, guys. We got the silver plans, the gold plans. The more you pay up, the more you save. You save even more. And then you got the 3-day passes for $7.99, guys. Come check us out. The number 1 in the business, guys. Don't get it twisted. Don't let these prices fool you. We are the best. We are the DFS Club, guys. So it is time to join the family. All right, so let's bring up the slate. And the sponsor of the show is Draft Dashboard, guys, the best optimizer on the planet. You guys already know it's only $1 for 30 days. That is it. 10 dimes, 20s, nickels, 100 pennies. Draft Dashboard. Look at all this cool stuff you guys get, though. You guys get the injury updates, top owned players, recent player changes. So this is more for like your season-long fantasy leagues. And then you get, of course, you get access to all my player pools, guys. That's for NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL, guys. This is Draft Dashboard. You get the cheat sheet, you get the optimizer, obviously, but all the research is all in one spot. You don't have to look this way, that way, the other way. Draft Dashboard, guys. All right, so I ate a very unhealthy dinner, so excuse me if I might burp every now and then, but man, that's what happens when you don't eat healthy. So let's start at quarterback. Off the top here, we got Patrick Mahomes at 8.1K. Very fine cash play. Very safe play. Very fine cash play. Sometimes people don't like to pay up for quarterback. It depends what kind of contest you're in, guys. The Millie Maker, you kind of got to get different. You kind of get a little different, and you got to get a lot of luck. A lot of luck, all right? But, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, 8.1K against Cleveland. I don't know. I mean, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He has the highest projection this week at 27.4. But I think just strictly a cash play. I think GPPs, you got to get a little different. Next up, Kyler Murray, also a good cash play at 7.6. New team. I mean, same team, but, you know, I mean, he's got more tools around him. Right now, he's garnering 5% ownership, so a little bit less than Patrick Mahomes. He's the dual threat. You know what I mean? He doesn't rush as much as he used to, but, man, he can sling it. Again, He's got an arm. He was a baseball player. He was drafted by the Oakland Athletics. A lot of people don't know that. He's 7.6K on DraftKings, $800 more on Fanduel. Kyler Murray, definitely get him in there. Same with Ryan Tannehill. I mean, this game, you guys can stack this game if you want. It should be a shootout. 6.5 for Tannehill, though. I don't know. I think I can do better than that. I think we can do better than that. But yeah, it's kind of like I'm thinking. You guys saw what happened on Thursday night. It was the obvious players, except for Zeke. You play the obvious players that we've known that are good throughout the years. You would have taken down, right? So you don't want to get too cute with these things. In the Millie Maker, you have to, but not at every position. Right, Schroeder? He says, that's right, Dad. So, yeah, Tannehill, maybe at 6'5". I have to think about it. Jalen Hurts at 6'4". You want to talk about a dual threat. He'd be the very definition if you're running a showdown. That's who you put at captain. Going up against Atlanta, you guys already know they got one of the worst defenses in the league against quarterbacks. Hughes rushes last year 8, 9, 11 rushing attempts a game, so I figure probably 10 or more. But he can throw the ball too. He's 6'4". He's still considered a pay-up option at quarterback. So it just, it depends how you guys are feeling. But this one has just like shootout written all over it. So I do like Jalen Hurts a lot at 6.4K. Let's see. Next up, Kirk Cousins is fine. I'm only liking this because the matchup. Cincinnati's absolutely this year. They're absolutely abysmal against quarterbacks, man. They don't have nobody to guard nobody. So Cousins can sling it, man. He got 37, 24 DK points his last 2 games of the year last year. And all we can go off of, guys, is what we've seen last year and what we've seen in the shortened preseason here. So I think on week 1, my strategy is probably going to be, don't quote me, but probably I'm just going to keep it simple to the players that I know. And then, as the season progresses, of course, you got to change it up a little bit. But yeah, Kirk Cousins is in play at 6'3". I'd imagine his ownership would be kind of low. So for a top tier quarterback, he'd probably be one of the lower owned ones. Trevor Lawrence, let's see what this kid's got. Let's see what he's got. I love the matchup against Houston, man. Houston's done before the season even started, right? We all know the drama going on over there. They let everybody go. And it's the same with the defense, guys. Let's see what this kid's got. He's 6.2K. I have a feeling he might be more owned than he should be for someone that we've never seen take a snap in an NFL game. So, but I do like him as like a risky GPP play at 6'2". And then you got Captain America, Matt Ryan at 6K. Very safe play right here. This could even be a cash play. You know what you're getting with Matt Ryan. He's going to throw the ball a ton. 24, 23, 31 DK points in his last 3 games of the regular season. He's 1,300 more on FanDuel. But yeah, Matt Ryan's the very definition of a safe play. I don't know if he'll break a slate, but I think that's good value there. Very safe. So definitely probably another cash play there. And nobody's talking about Ryan Fitzmagic, man. Come on now. Show some respect on this man. I know. But here's the thing with Fitzmagic. If you guys remember, every new team he's been at, which is he's at a new team every year, sometimes 2 a year, whenever the season starts, he goes ham. He goes off. I don't see why he won't here either. He's only 5.5K. I think we're going to get some very, very low ownership on him. I don't know. I'm going to have to sleep on it. We have 2 sleeps left. It is against the Chargers. They're not known for their defense, ranked 22nd in the league last year. But Fitzmagic, guys, I'm telling you, he could be the sneaky guy to get you there this week in the Millie Maker. Then I love revenge narratives. We got safe space Sam Darnold going up against the New York Jets. That sounds weird, but he's only 5K. The Jets ranked 30th last year against QBs, guys. They got nobody. But Sam Darnold's not a good quarterback from what we've seen with the Jets. His luck could change here with Carolina. He has more targets, just a better team around him over in Carolina. So let's see. Sam Darnold at 5K, another GPP play that I do like this week. The revenge narrative is real. Let's see. Next up, Josh Allen at 7-4, another very safe play. I know Pittsburgh has a tough defense, but it's Josh freaking Allen, guys. He can run, he can throw, he does it all. So 7-4, I'm thinking, he's going to get some ownership. Yeah, he's right up there. So he's another cash play. Let's see here. There we go. He's another cash play. He's 7-4. He's not cheap, but I don't know, man. I think Matt Ryan can get us there for cheaper at 6K. Russell Wilson, 7K. I don't think I'll get here, but he is in play with Russell Wilson. He's more of a second half of the year player. If you guys been watching the NFL as long as I have, you already know this, right? First half of the season, second half of the season, he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But this is week 1. So at that 7K price tag against Indy, maybe. Aaron Rodgers at 6'8". Now, he's no Tom Brady, right? Who is? He's 6.8K, but it's Aaron freaking Rodgers, guys, going up against New Orleans. They actually have a decent defense. I just think might be lacking the tools. We'll get to his receivers when we go to receivers, but I don't know, guys. I think that's overpriced. $1,200 more on FanDuel. I just don't see Aaron Rodgers paying off that price tag this week. He could prove me wrong. I mean, he finished the season off strong yesterday, so don't you dare be sour, Green Bay fans. I don't have a team right now, all right? My team was the Raiders, but not anymore. 28, 26, 26 in his last 3 regular season games. Aaron Rodgers can sling it, man. He still got it, but I'm just saying for 6-8 against New Orleans, we'll see. We'll see. He's got Devontae Adams and who else to throw to, right? So just keep that in mind. Jameis Winston, another gunslinger, man, on the opposite side of the field. He's only 5.2K. This is interesting. Now, Winston's going to throw a interception or 2, right? But he loves to chuck the freaking ball downfield. That's what we like to see. It's a risky play at 5-2. It's a new team. I'm sure he knows the playbook by now, but still, it's kind of scary. But if you're looking to pay down at quarterback, Jameis Winston can get you there, 5.2K. And then last but not least, a real GPP play here is Mac Jones, right? For New England. He's only 4-4. We don't know what we're going to get with this kid. We really don't. It's against Miami. Their defense it's all right. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. He's $1,800 more on FanDuel, but he's going to get a shot. We'll see what Belichick can do with this kid. Again, he's only 4.4K. So if you want to really get jiggy with it, I know I'm old school. I'm old. But yeah, Mac Jones and a GPP at 4.4, why not? That is really cheap. Lots of value in week 1. All right, so let's go to running back. So Christian McCaffrey, 9.5. I don't need to waste your time there. Dalvin Cook against Cincinnati at 9.1. I mean, if you can fit both these guys in and pay up at running back, because there's so much more. I'll put you this way. There's a lot more value at receiver than there is at running back this week. So I think running back is especially where to pay up this week. If you can get both these guys in, God bless you. 9.5 for McCaffrey, 9.1 for Dalvin Cook. McCaffrey's going up against the Jets, guys. The only thing you got to worry about is this game getting out of hand. Dalvin Cook against Cincinnati, same thing. Just got to worry about it getting out of hand, right? I just don't see Cincinnati or the Jets having a good year at all this year. But, yeah, they'll be chalky for sure. Both these guys are going to be cash plays. Derrick Henry's another one. He's 8.8. He's another one of these players, man. Second half. He's a second-half player. I don't see myself getting a Derrick Henry in week 1. He starts out – I don't want to say he starts out slow because Tennessee does run the ball, and that's what they're going to do. But the game script I'm looking at is Arizona's going to run up the score. So in that case, they might just abandon the run and just going to have to chuck it. So that's going to hit Derrick Henry especially hard, and you're going to pay 8.8 for him. I'd probably rather get to Dalvin Cook, maybe even Christian McCaffrey. So, but, he might get some goal line carries and fall in the end zone a couple times. We'll see. Then you got Alvin Kamara, 8.6K. He's probably in a better spot than Derrick Henry because Kamara does it all. He catches the ball. He rushes the ball. Again, the only thing that scares me here is he doesn't have Drew Brees, right? So what's this new quarterback? What's their connection going to be, right? So I'm sure they've practiced a million times. I'm sure Kamara will be just fine, but he's one of these players. We already know he's good, right? So if you don't want to get McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, maybe you can go Dalvin Cook, Kamara, or McCaffrey, Kamara. Both, I mean, you can't go wrong here. PPR, though, points per reception, he gets about last year. Now, mind you, this is last year. I mean, he'll catch 10 passes a game sometimes. So Alvin Kamara's in play. Some people are on Jonathan Taylor. I can't do it. I mean, you know how Indy runs their backfield. They got a three-headed monster back there. So no thanks. I will wait and see. James Robinson for Jackson against this Houston defense. Yeah, 6.4K. I think he crushes this price tag. Projected to get 16.1. If they get up early and get up big early, guess what they're going to do? They're going to feed James Robinson the ball. But it is the NFL. We all thought Dallas was going to get blown out, or at least lose by 10 points, and we saw it happen. So, but James Robinson, I definitely like at 6'4", $500 cheaper on Fanduel. So love the Fanduel price. Raheem Mostert, 5.8K for San Francisco. What does San Francisco do? They run the ball because Jimmy Garoppolo is ass. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion. But yeah, the Niners run the ball, and Jimmy just dumps balls to his tight end. That's it. Other than that, they run the ball. So Raheem Mostert, I think at 5'8", is a really good value play. I know 5'8" is a value play if you're going to pay down at running back, guys. Going up against Detroit last year, they were the absolute worst at stopping the run. And again, if this game gets out of hand, which it very well could, the Niners going to run the ball even more. Next up, Mike Davis. Don't forget about Mike Davis now. He's 5.4K. He's finally on the team where a backfield is all his. Atlanta running backs have always done well. So it's his backfield. It's his to lose. He's only 5'4" and a high-scoring game. Yeah, give me some Mike Davis. Chase Edmonds for Arizona. He should be. Now, here's the thing. Him and James Conner, as you can see right below him here, they're both priced the same. Chase Edmonds is $100 more. Who's going to be the number one back? I think Chase Edmonds has more upside because he catches more passes, I think. James Conner catches passes too with Pittsburgh. New team now. I just don't like what I've seen from him the last couple of years. So, but Chase Edmonds, I think he's ready to go. But if you want to be different, you can get lower ownership on James Conner at 4 or 5. But I prefer Chase Edmonds especially if you're going to do Arizona stack. And remember, guys, correlation. When you're making your lineups, no matter how many lineups you're making, if you're going to roster a certain quarterback, make sure you roster, if they have a pass-catching back, at least a pass-catching back and at least a receiver with them. All right? Get some correlation there. Some kind of stack, just like an MLB. You know how we stack? Same thing with the NFL, guys. I love this play here. Najee Harris for Pittsburgh at 6'3". Man, whenever a Pittsburgh running back, whenever a Kansas City running back has started week 1, they go off. That's what happens every freaking year, which reminds me, we'll get the CEH in a minute, but Najee Harris for Pittsburgh at 6'3". The backfield should be his, so don't mind this play. He's $200 more on FanDuel. Pittsburgh, Buffalo. I think Pittsburgh runs the ball a lot. And same with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's good to go. He's going to play. Kansas City running backs in week 1 for some reason go off. I know Cleveland's pretty tough against the run, but I think 6'6" for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I think he'll get him at very low ownership, especially if you got Patrick Mahomes. You probably want to get him in there because, you know, he might catch a couple passes too. So I do like that. But, yeah, especially Najee Harris at the 6'3". We'll see what this kid's got for Pittsburgh, man. And that's pretty much it for running backs. Let's go to wide receiver. Don't you dare be sour. All right, so Davante Adams, right? You know he's going to get the ball. You know Aaron Rodgers is going to look to him every play. He's 8'3", most expensive receiver on the slate. Now, if you're going to roster Aaron Rodgers, you got to get Davante Adams. Otherwise, what are you doing, right? 8'3" on DraftKings, $300 more on FanDuel. I ain't got to tell you about him. I ain't got to tell you about Tyreek Hill at 8.2K. Out of the two, I'm taking Devontae Adams, right? He's more consistent. Tyreek Hill can have some dud floor games. I don't know why, but this Cleveland defense, I have a bad feeling. I think they're going to be pretty good. But they're not going to shut down Kansas City by any means, but I think they'll give them a little hard time. So between the two, give me Devontae Adams. But if you're playing Patty Mahomes, you got to pair him with Tyreek Hill, guys. 8.2K. Calvin Ridley in Atlanta, yes, please, against that Philadelphia secondary. Matt Ryan's number one target, 7.9K. Love the over-under in this game. I'd imagine he'd be popular too, but this top tier is like everybody's almost the same price, so it's really tough to make some decisions here. I would go a stud wide receiver, a mid-value, and maybe a value receiver. There is lots of value. DeAndre Hopkins for Arizona. If you're going to play Kyler Murray, you got to pair him with DeAndre Hopkins. 7.8K. I don't know. I think he has a better season than he did last year. Last year, he didn't, he was up and down. But, yeah, if you're going to play Kyler Murray, though, you got to get him in there at 7.8. He's $400 more on Fanduel. Let's see here. Adam Thielen, he's going to have a game. If you're going to play Kirk Cousins, it's Adam Thielen time at 7K. I probably won't get there. I got to see something from him this year. Last year, not so hot. So I got to see something. Julio Jones, 6.8K. Yes, please. Going up against Arizona. We all know what Julio can do. He had kind of a hard time there towards the end of his career there in Atlanta, but it's Julio freaking Jones, guys. So I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna keep it simple, like I said in the beginning of the video. Let's see, DJ Moore, Carolina. If you're gonna play safe space Sam Darnold, he's my favorite Carolina receiver. 6.1K. Last two games of the last season got 10 and 11 targets, which is promising. So we'll see, man. 6.1K. Again, the Jets can't cover nobody, and the only thing that kind of freaks me out is the blowout potential here. So just be careful. Deebo Samuel with the Niners, 5.9K is fine. But, everybody takes a backseat to that running game on this team and to George Kittle. And then it's maybe a wide receiver. So keep that in mind. DJ Chark, 5.8K, I think is a pretty good play. He's one of these milli maker guys that could get you there at very low ownership. Let's see, especially Chenault too. Chenault Jr., 5K. You want to do a little Jacksonville stack while they pick on Houston? Because if they're going to blow them out, they're going to do it through the air. So Chenault, DJ Chark, you can play both of them. You want to play him with that rookie quarterback? Go ahead. I'm totally cool with that. And then Corey Davis is kind of cheap. I know he's on the Jets, but I think 4.9K, he should be their number one wide receiver. So, for a dart throw GPP play, but his ownership's going to be high. Right now he's at 12%. Everybody's seeing what I'm seeing here. Corey Davis is just too damn cheap at 4.9K. So it could be a cash play. Very well could be a cash play here. Christian Kirk, wide receiver 2 for Arizona. 4.5K. You want to play him and Hopkins together? I don't mind it. Kirk goes for them deep balls too, man. 4.5 I just think is way too cheap for him. Way too cheap. Lots of value here. I don't mind playing him and Hopkins on the same lineup. Doesn't matter to me. I think you can get away with doing both of them. That's what she said. Next up, Marvin Jones Jr. is only 3.6. Are you kidding me here? Wow. 3.6. Pick your favorite Jacksonville receiver, guys, because they are stacked with receivers this year. Marvin Jones could be the number one, and he's only 3.6. So if you're going to play that rookie, I'd probably try and jam Marvin Jones Jr. in first because he's so damn cheap. When you're paying down a receiver like this, you can pay for the 2 running backs. Maybe even pay up at freaking tight end. You never know. Marquez Callaway, there's a lot of hype behind him this week. Should be the number one receiver for New Orleans until Michael Thomas gets back. He's only 3.4K. He's always been a deep threat before, but has never really – here's the thing with New Orleans with me, guys. Bear with me here. New quarterback, it's just what's going to happen, right? the chalk of the slate, I think, will be Marquez Callaway because he's only 3.4K. And let's face it, that is too damn cheap. Am I going to play him? Absolutely, I'm going to play him. But if he goes out there and fucks the dog and gets like 5 fantasy points, let's just say I won't be surprised because it's just too good to be true, right? 3.4K. Maybe freaking it's Latavius Murray. I mean, who knows? I mean, he's not on the team anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Callaway, he will be the chalk receiver this week, and rightfully so. I mean, that price tag is just too damn low, guys. All right, so let's go to tight end. So you already know, Travis Kelce, 8.3K. This dude can get as many fantasy points as anybody in the I almost said NHL, in the NFL. If you're going to play Patty Mahomes, you got to try and get Kelce in there because that's his number one receiver. Patty Mahomes, Kelce, and then you got to try and find savings elsewhere. I would probably do it at wide receiver, get Clyde Edwards-Helaire at running back, and you don't even need to do that. Maybe pay down a little bit at running back, get one stud, one value, and then get some value receivers. You shouldn't have a problem. But yeah, Kelce, best tight end in the league, especially for fantasy purposes, guys. This dude threw up a 40 in his last game of the season. Last game against Cleveland, he got 28 fantasy points. So yeah, Kelce's in play at 8.3. George Kittle at 6.3. He's in play because I think Pretty Boy's just going to freaking chuck him the ball. He's going to throw a little, West Coast offense, man. He's going to dump the ball to him a bunch. With him, he's got to worry about him getting hurt. He gets hurt a lot, and you don't want to pay 6.3 for a guy who's going to go down in the first quarter with an injury. And we've seen it a million times with Kittle. So I don't want to jinx the man, but I'm just saying just keep that in mind, guys. Dallas Goedert at 4.8 should be the number one tight end in Philly. If you're going to play Jalen Hurts, I don't mind pairing him up with him. It's just, it's freaking Dallas Goedert, man. Not something to get excited for, but at 4.8, why not? Logan Thomas at 4.6. We'll see, man. We'll see if Fitzmagic utilizes them. 4.6. What is he? $1,100 more on Fanduel. I mean, I guess. I don't remember Fitz really throwing the tight ends a lot, though. That's the only thing. So keep that in mind. I might take him off now because now I just thought of that. He always throws those receivers like 50 yards down the field. Kyle Pitts, a lot of hype behind this kid. He's only 4.4K. Going up against Philly. Philly cannot guard tight ends to save their lives. He's $1,600 more on FanDuel. So I think he'll be probably the most popular tight end on the slate. He is right now, actually, 14%. This is being filmed on Friday night. But yeah, we'll see what this kid's got. 4.4K. Very, very good cash play here. Kyle Armpits. Next up, Robert Tonyan. I mean, he was pretty consistent with Green Bay. 4.2K. I think it's a pretty decent play here for the price point. With Aaron Rodgers throwing him the ball, he got double-digit fantasy points, 4 out of his last 5 last season. Last time against New Orleans, he got 16. So, yeah, I like the Robert Tonyan play at 4.2, and I think he goes overlooked. Not underlooked, but overlooked. I can't get it together, guys. It's my first NFL video of the season. I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time. All right. So you guys know the feeling. Saturday night, we're all going to be laying there wide awake because we won't be able to sleep. It's going to be like the night before Christmas. You guys already know. And then Eric Ebron, not a bad choice at 3.9. I would call this a punt play, but it's 19, 16. His thing is he'll get open, right? He'll run his routes, he'll get open. But can he please just hang on to the freaking ball? If Eric Ebron caught 50% of more of the balls that he drops, he'd be one of the top tight ends of the league. But yeah, I'm on if I'm going to punt anywhere at tight end, the lowest I'll probably go will be Eric Ebron at 3.9 because the dude's talented, man. He's got to just hang on to it, man. You'll be good. Jack Doyle, 2 at 3.2. Should be the number one tight end in Indy. Am I excited about it? No. Same with Anthony Fursker, man. 3.2K. Should be the number one tight end right now. Garnering no ownership. Going up against Arizona. And Jack Doyle's going up against Seattle. So, I don't know. I'd probably try and rather get Did I have any more punt plays? No. I would probably just try and get to Eric Ebron if I'm going to punt. If I'm going to go mid-tier, I'm going Robert Tonyan all the way. Kevin Pitts, cash games. Robert Tonyan, probably GPPs because of the ownership difference. And then let's see. Defense, just punt defense, guys. Don't pay up for defenses. I mean, my God, I want to play the Houston defense. You want your defenses to at least get over 0 points, at least in the positive. Let's see. Who has the potential? Come on, Schroeder. You can come up here. Is the mouse in the way? Is that what's going on here? All right, Schroeder. Yeah. I mean, when I say punt, like I don't do Houston. The Cardinals, I mean, it's risky. The Lions against San Francisco, no. Saints, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they get a pick 6. That's the only thing you can really get excited about for defenses. They get you a pick 6 and get you in the end zone, right? Let's see. Kansas City at 3K. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not paying all the way up at defense for 4-2. I'm just not going to do it. I mean, Jesus. I mean, if you want to go Dolphins and pick on this new quarterback in New England, but what if this kid's good, right? You're going to get left out there. So my favorite defense, I mean, per price point this week, I'd say give me Jacksonville, and then they'll probably be the most popular. 2.7K. We're going to pick on Houston. All right. It's just that simple. They're not known for their defense, but Houston is going to be known as the team to pick on this year. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. We made it in 30 minutes. I try to keep these videos under 30 minutes for crying out loud. Let's bring Schroeder up here. All right. We got the studio up. Schroeder's here. So don't forget, guys, if you want to come join the family, you want the lineups, the cheat sheets, the ownership projections, 1 hour before lock, members only podcast, the Discord, guys. It's dfsclub.com, the cheapest in the business, and it's not even close, guys. It's not even close. You see, the quick story behind it is Space and I were one of those people who joined one of these other DFS groups or whatever, and we were paying like hundreds of dollars a month for one sport and had nothing to show for it. We weren't even winning. So, we just got together. We were YouTubing. We're like, why don't we just do this on our own? We'll charge people like 1/10 of what everybody else charges, and let's make something real. Let's make something good, and, let's do the right thing for the DFS community. So let's go, dfsclub.com. Come join Schroeder and I. Right, buddy? All right. Maybe next week we'll do a Schroeder's Picks edition where Schroeder, maybe he'll do his touchdown picks, like who he thinks is going to get touchdowns. But we're already over 30 minutes, so let's say our prayer, and we're going to get up out of here, okay? God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth. Amen. What do we say, Schroeder? Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. I know you're trying to get comfortable. All right, Schroeder says, bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do an MLB early slate video tonight. What do you think? I don't know, guys. Hit that subscribe button and find out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.